knows you need saving.
Don't you think Pastor's breath stinks, though?
It was a cool movie. It was a cool twist on a Southern concept of a young adolescent girl, carefree, not too much, taking life too seriously, to go get baptized by her mom. What was really cool in this movie is that it took a completely different turn, and when she came out of the water, she went from being an ordinary little girl into coming out to being an extraordinary being. It was really awesome to see that transformation. It was a really nice movie to watch.
It's a clever, fun, kind of sci-fi horror film that draws on a lot of imagery from some great horror films, and I really enjoyed it. It's short and concise and to the point and creepy, and really well executed. Congrats to the filmmakers.
I thought this one was really cool. Just very simple and effective. Leads up to a payoff, and it does it really well. It's got everything you could kind of hope for in a 3-minute short. The acting's good, the setting's interesting, and yeah, you've got this surprise moment at the end, which is just really cool. So definitely worth checking out.
It was a great premise, and I really appreciate the whole film. Very well shot, and it was a great set. Good acting, solid acting, I would say.
I really liked the ominous undertones, even though you're in a place that should be about peace and joy, and the bright light is streaming through the stained glass windows. But there's always that lurking feeling like something wasn't quite right, and when it changes so quickly, I was totally with them on that journey. I was kind of jolted back to where we were. And the underwater imagery was gorgeous. It's that perfect way of putting you in a place where you're like, something's not quite right, so they could do that jump attack on you.
I love how that it touched bases on Christianity, the coming of age story about a young girl who experience of becoming baptized, and kind of the fear of being baptized and the approach of being baptized and what it all means. I love that at the end, it shows, when she got baptized, it was kind of like the confrontation or the midst of being good versus evil. I love that that it played the part and it played the role of the story. Especially me being a Christian, I love that my story got told. As far as, being a Christian and being newly baptized and going through the approach of being baptized, and sometimes being baptized can be a scary and risky thing. But I'm glad that finally something that I resonated with, I connected with mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, that it got to play out in the cinematic world.
For being such a short film, I think it was less than 5 minutes, I wasn't confused about the story at all. They really got right to the point, and they used what little time they had to really get their story clear across. It definitely personally left me wanting more, for sure. I'm ready to see this throwdown in this church between this pastor and this little girl. Let's go. I'm here for it. Let's do it. But it left me wanting more, and for a film that's less than 5 minutes that I wasn't confused about, and that's why I wanted to see more, I just wanted to see the next part of this, is super impressive to me. I also thought that the colors in the very, very beginning, where it's all blue and a little bit of almost a red tint, was super, super well done. And then the music when she's about to get baptized, or when she has just been baptized, I thought was such a great addition, and it really, really added to the dramatic emphasis of that moment and the emotional emphasis for me. So overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this film.
Short, sweet, loved it. Loved that it was an all black cast. Just the whole set design, that feeling of being reborn inside this church. The characters, I mean, it was a few minutes, but I wanted more. This was a tease for me. I really wanted to see what happens with the characters, with the storyline next. Special effects was brilliant. What can I say? The lighting, the cinematography, it just made me want more.
Yeah, this one's really solid. I mean, I love the setting. I feel like all the performances were very strong. The production design was great. I love the VFX on the eyes. Like that was, it's something small like that, but when it's well done, it like really just adds so much and puts it over the top. I dug it. I thought it was like a little funny that it's a 3-minute short and then 1 minute of it is credits. But what are you gonna do? I really liked it. I thought the colors were excellent too. It'd be cool to see this as a larger piece with like a more complex narrative.